89 on up, homies, the show where you gon' get Cali history. It's told with respect and dignity. Spoken by Jihad so vividly. He's taking over the industry, giving y'all some download imagery. Damn you, if you ain't hitting them likes, come on, subscribe. Check out the channel and I bet it will make you decide to tune in every chance you get. It's lit, and some of y'all can learn a bit from this gangster shit.
YouTube, what it do, loved ones? You know the motto, if you can, after the story, go over there, hit us with a like, which is a thumbs up, and that'll let us know we kicking our stuff. I want to thank the homeboy G League Deuce for the intro from the legendary Mental historical hip-hop album, Banging on Wax. You can reach him on Instagram at Solid from Day One. YouTube, what it do, loved ones? Welcome back to another segment of 89 on up with On the Edge with BJ APB. And today's topic, one of the homegirls tapped in and wanted to know that you know a homeboy from the Athens Park Bloodz community by the name of Moby. And if so, can you collaborate on the big homie from that area?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I'm glad the homegirl tapped in on that one, and shout out to everybody. Peace and blessings, everybody. The homie Moby, I ain't seen Moby since the '80s, man, but he's a hell of a good homie, man. I'm glad that she brought this up because I got plenty of stories about old Moby, man. You know, just for the record, you know, because sometimes we tell these stories. It be two people with the same name or three people, so I know people be calling in and be asking like, is that the big homie or the little homie? So I'm going to clear it up now that I'm talking about Big Moby. The little Moby was from Miller's, and he rests in peace. And the Big Moby is from Athens. The Big Moby that I'm talking about grew up on 121st. This homie right here is a phenomenal homie. When I was coming up, I first met Moby when I was going to 122nd Street School. When I was going to 122nd Street School, Moby used to always come up to the school and play Cameron. Moby used to look out for me and would give me now, laters, and Tootsie Rolls. That's when they had the purple Tootsie Rolls. He used to always look out for me, give me candy every day. I started taking a liking to Moby and started following him around. As I started following him around, I noticed that Moby liked to do the same thing I liked to do, which was dancing. Moby loved to dance. Man, have you seen the big homie? I will shit you not. Every time you see him, he had some music playing, and he was always pop locking, always doing a move or two, trying to craft his dancing skills. And for a big cat, he was kind of good at it. It wasn't like he was though, you know. Sometimes when people be kind of like big or chubby, it be kind of like, you know, when you move, everything be everywhere. Like your stomach be moving one way, your breast be moving the other way. But the homie, by him being chubby and kind of in shape and athletic, when he start dancing, everything moves in sync. So it used to be looking like this. I remember one time the homie I came across some money, and Vanguard was taking a field trip up to Raging Waters. This when Raging Waters that first opened up. And there was a lot of kids in the community, like our parents like was on drugs and stuff, so we didn't have like the money to take the field trip. I remember Moby and Fredo put their money together and talked to all the homies and told all the homies like to get on the bus. Like the bus was parked up at Athens Park on El Segundo and Broadway, waiting. And every kid that got on that bus, they paid for it. They just stood there with the money in their hand, telling all the kids in the neighborhood to get on the bus. And as we was getting on the bus, they was counting how many kids was getting on the bus. And after all the kids got on the bus, they paid for the trip. They gave the bus driver the money for the kids, and then they got in the cars and followed us all the way out to Raging Waters. And man, we got out there. They stood there with the teachers, and they'll pay for everybody to get in. I'm talking about everybody. Mexican kids, black kids, every kid that went to the school went. Man, we got and started raising waters, and we had a ball, man. Moby and Fredo made it where all the kids in the community could play, and that's what made me end up being loyal to them two guys. Afterwards, Moby used to always take us to school in this glass house. He had a burgundy glass house. 72? Yeah, it was burgundy 72. And Moby turned us out on Dinah Ross, because every time we used to go to school in the morning, he would always play the sweetest hangover or something. And that's what got us into listening to oldies and Dinah Ross. What I liked the most about Moby, he was always a comedian playing and stuff, but the homie could be serious. And when he got mad, boy, I'm talking about getting mad, boy. He get mad, he ready to go. He whooping it, carrying on. I remember one time we went up to Centennial, and some Crips that came up there, some Cold Parks that came up there. Moby was up there practicing his dance moves and still talking shit. I'm talking about he gonna get on them and all this and that, and while he pop locking, he practicing pop locking and talking, getting his shit. And what I liked the most about Moby was he was a lovable person. The homie, for him to be so big as he was, he never was a bully. He always tried to teach everybody something. You know, if it wasn't fighting, he tried to teach you how to dance. If it wouldn't teach you how to dance, he tried to teach you how to talk to a girl. I remember one time he had me out there trying to talk to his sister. He was trying to teach me how to talk to a girl. He had me talking to his sister, Janelle. Man, Janelle clowned the shit out of me. I'm talking about, she laughed at me so hard. But Janelle was a sweetheart. That was my road dog. When Moby ended up going to the pen, me and Janelle ended up being road dogs. Janelle, I used to go pick her up every day and take her up to Southwest College. Yo, Moby, man. Moby was a good dude. Still a homie. I don't know where he at now. He's still living. But I had to tell his story because I wanted to bring him back. I wanted to let him know I love him and let him know that we still know he out there. Some people don't know he's still out there, and some people never got a chance to meet him. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to meet Moby, a.k.a. the raccoon, you will get a good laugh. But the homie loves to laugh and he loves to play. And he's a good, genuine homie. And everything that he done for us around there at that time, I just want to say thank you, homie. I appreciate it. Thank you for raising us. Thank you for helping us, making us some good little dudes. Thank you for teaching us principles and giving us morals and teaching us how to be men at a young age. A lot of times you don't get big homies like that. I know the game done changed and stuff, but I miss you, homie, and I'll never forget you. Appreciate you and love you, big homie. That's the story of my boy, Big Moby. That's the way, his way of to the Hall of Fame. Moby been in the Hall of Fame since the 80s, but this is my version of giving him his props. Because he deserved it. Thank y'all for listening. I appreciate y'all. That's another story from 89 on up. You're on the edge with BJ. Much love. Peace out.